this video, we are going to enhance your blog sidebar. So if you go on your website and take a look at your blog section, so if you go to your home page and select blog, by default it's going to have these widgets on the right hand side. So when we talk widgets, we're talking the sidebar, which is right here where my mouse is hovering over. So we have a search widget, a categories widget, an archives widget, a recent comments widget, and a recent posts widget. And it kind of doesn't engage customers here, and to be honest, the archives and recent comments widget, unless your blog has been developed and you've been doing it for a long time, I don't think these are going to be beneficial at this time. So for a newer blog, I would recommend adding some calls to action. So let's go ahead and jump into our dashboard and go to Appearance Widgets if you're not already there. And we're going to take a look at this section called Blog Sidebar. So when I named them off earlier, you can see they're just the same: search, categories, archives, recent comments, recent posts. And like I said, I don't believe the recent comments and archives is going to be beneficial, especially if you've only posted 1 or 2 blogs. There's probably not very many comments right now, so I would take them off. And how you do that, you just click so it selects it and drag it off. Do the same with archives. So that's how you remove a widget. You can just slide it off and it'll update your blog sidebar. Now, I think the agent site featured listing, this widget right here, is a very useful widget. It's a very pretty presentation, especially on a blog sidebar. So let's take this widget and drag it over, much like we just erased it, and drag it. Now it'll expand and it's going to ask for the parameters or the settings that you want. So you can change the title if you want, or you can leave it featured property. It's asking for an MLS number. So plug the MLS number in right here. And if you don't have your MLS number, what you can do is use your website as a resource. So if you go to your website, you can always do a search or go to your featured properties and find the MLS number. So I just copied this one for an example, paste it right in there, and the template, we're going to keep that as default. It doesn't affect this one, so we'll just click Save. Now if we go to our blog, right under the search, it's adding a featured property with the address, the price, and some details, where we can click it and go right to the property page, which I think is a very pretty call to action right there at the top. The other widget that I would suggest adding to the sidebar is the agent site property list. And what you can do is click and drag this widget over. Now this widget is a little bit different than the featured listing, because what this is going to look for is a string of a search string, and it's going to always update no matter what. So the benefit to the agent site property list is that it's always going to update according to your feed. The agent site featured listing, if that listing sells, obviously that MLS number is not going to be valid. Does that make sense? So for this one, we're going to title it Featured Listings. Where it says template, we're going to select thumbnails, so it'll give us pictures. Now this search link is what we get from our website. So we'll visit our website, click the search tab, and what I'm going to do is search for, let's say, Abacoa. If I could type, and do 200 to 400,000 and click submit. Copy this search string, this big, long, ugly looking thing. Just copy and paste it right in here. Okay, and now the next field asks us how many results we want to show. So there's about 20 in there. I'd say 5 is good. You can make it 10, 12, 15, or all 20. That's up to you. And I'm going to keep this the same. We'll click Save. Let's go to our blog. Now I added it to the very bottom, and see what it does is it adds these featured listings here based off the search criteria that I had inputted into my website. And and it's always going to run that search. So I think that's another great way to enhance your blog. The third widget I would suggest adding is the agent site contact info. That way it's easy for someone to contact you as they're scrolling down the blog. And where you're going to find that is agent site contact info. I'm going to add it right above the property lists. You can change the title like the other ones. I'm going to leave that the same. This is an important field, whether your preference is to show your personal contact information like your cell phone, etc., or if you want to show the office information. So I know that that's a preference for some agents. We'll click My Contact Info. The sidebar is good. Click Save. And when we refresh our blog, it'll add all of our information right here. And I think that's a great way to enhance your blog.